Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. With school less than a month away at this point, there are warnings tonight about COVID infection rates and how they could end up being higher in younger students, and that has many people worried. More kids getting sick at this point has more parents on edge as they get their kids ready for class.
As a parent, we want the best for our kids. We don't want them to get sick.
As Sylvia Ho's children continue to play and look forward to seeing their friends this fall, their mom, like many parents, is scared about what's to come.
Both my kids are under 12, and that just gave me a sense of stress and worry. And I was like, am I, as a parent, making the right decision to send my kids back to school?
Grades 4 and 5 are calling, all while the experts provide warning. Epidemiologist and Professor David Fisman citing some international modeling on Twitter, suggesting the Delta variant could make COVID cases in kids worse. He suggests there could be a 70% COVID attack rate in schools this fall, and that 1.4 million Ontario children under 12 could be infected, and more than 1,300 with severe illness.
If I was a parent of a child going back to school in September, those numbers would terrify me. That's why the government needs to step up here. That's why Doug Ford, has to take action on making schools safe.
Queen's Park opposition leader Andrea Horvath suggests smaller class sizes is among the answers, one that is currently not a part of the back-to-school plan announced by the province last week.
All the precautions that we put into the school setting, I feel very confident that it remains safe for our children, and the risk of COVID-19 in children is less, generally speaking, than adults in terms of illness and hospitalization and negative outcomes.
Parents, on the other hand, eager to protect their kids, once again don't know what to believe as they send them back to class, perhaps with new masks to start the new school year.
We want to make the best decisions for them, but how can we when we as adults are confused by our government and, school boards telling us different things?
Leaving adults with even more questions than the students might have for their teachers. Now, Dr. Moore today suggesting that all the infections in that age group under the age of 12 that have happened before now haven't necessarily come from the school environment, but more likely from home. And so as long as the parents are vaccinated at this point, there's less likely that those students will actually get infected themselves.